Sammy Hagar here on another rock and roll road trip. This time we're headed out to Jerome, Arizona.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard. Wait a minute. Welcome to Triple D. Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. I've been all over the world, across the country, from coast to coast, and believe me, every town has its own rhythm and a story to tell. I'm Sammy Hagar. I'm going to take you on a rock and roll road trip. Woo, let's go. Talking about Red Bull style. It's Sammy Hagar's Rock and Roll Road Trip, presented by the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Red Bull Town. All right, now welcome to another Rock and Roll Road Trip. Now today, we are going to Jerome, Arizona. Why are we going to Jerome, Arizona? We're gonna go meet Maynard Keenan. Now Maynard is a genius. Singer from Tool, A Perfect Circle, Pussifer. He's got a winery, grows his own grapes, makes his own wine. He's got a pizza truck, he's got a restaurant. I think he's possibly the mayor of Jerome. And I heard we're gonna be cooking up some stuff, maybe doing some pizzas and stuff. So who better to bring than my good buddy and airplane mechanic, Mr. Guy Fieri is in the house. How's that landing gear looking, Guy?
I filled up the oil, Mr. Hagar. I've checked the brakes. We're good to go. This is going to be a great time.
And you got some pizza to spare. Well, welcome to another rock and roll road trip, baby.
That's a mouthful. All right, here, right now.
We're just taking off for Jerome, Arizona. Yeah, and we're just gonna do some stupid shit. That's all, folks. We're just gonna do some stupid shit. Are you in, Guy? Can I count on you?
I can't get out, and I didn't bring a parachute.
No, you. Now, Guy, I do have a thing that I do at the end of my show, but what if I do it in the beginning?
Okay.
Because this is first of all that I'm doing 2 interviews in one day.
Red.
Boom.
Okay, good talk.
It's called This or That.
Okay.
Now, you can't say both. You can't say, well, under these conditions.
Oh, I already don't like any of this.
Okay, are you ready?
I don't like any of this.
And you're going to hate it worse when I finish with you. Van Halen or AC/DC?
AC/DC.
Emerald or Bobby Flay?
Thanks a lot.
You got to make an enemy.
That's bullshit.
Okay, he'll take bullshit. Okay, burgers or tacos?
Oh, you took bullshit?
Burgers or tacos? Ooh, Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Rolls.
Boom, he's got a roller, baby. Beer or wine?
Wine.
Blonde or brunette?
Blonde.
Fine dining or dive dining?
Dive dining. You let me off on one.
You can't make enemies.
So if I ask you the same questions, blondes or brunettes?
Blonde.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Burger or taco?
Taco.
See, I think you wrote your own questions. How do you think thought you were writing them for me, but you wrote your own questions.
That's the only way to do it, baby, right? You got to know what you would want to ask.
That's funny.
Bam. But guys, so getting on this plane, you were telling me about you and Hunter going on this fishing trip to Hawaii, and you're doing this, you're doing that. It's like, don't you travel enough in your life that so you even on your downtime you still travel?
I'm not. Listen. I limit it. Matter of fact, I was getting on your plane.
Limited.
I was getting on your plane this morning, and my wife says, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Well, Sammy and I." She goes, "Okay." She goes, "You're going with Sammy. All right, that's it. I understand what you're doing now." What I am very choosy about is where I spend my time and how I spend my time. I've got a 22-year-old son that really enjoys outdoor sports, and if his interests and my interest, if we have that opportunity that they're really working together, then I've got to go take that opportunity, because as you know, with Aaron and with all your kids, you get that limited window, and then you're kind of on the peripheral.
Yeah. And
I want to get it while I got it.
No, it's awesome that you're young enough to have the energy to spend your extra time with your kids, you know, because next thing you know, they're grown up.
Keeping family the center of my universe is always the most important.
Now, I've noticed that about you. It's something we have in common, and you know, we have a lot of things in common, and one of them just being our lifestyle. Family, business, lifestyle, we kind of roll it all together. How about stardom? Like you became a TV star so fast. Are you okay with all the stardom? You seem to be really comfortable in public to me. You're one of them guys that are people's guy. But are you really comfortable with it?
I think I'm like anybody that's in the spotlight. There's the good times and the bad times. I don't really, honestly, I really try to not even think about it. What was the great Flavor Flav? Don't believe the hype. You know, I try.
No, you seem that you're the same guy that when you came to see me before you won Top Chef, or I'm not Top Chef, the
Food
next Food Network. So before you won that, you came to see me at a show in Santa Rosa, and you seem like the same guy to me. But your image is so, it's, you know, it's, I mean, there's no mistaking Guy Fieri. So what's the worst thing about being famous?
The interruption of real life. You know, there's people that I admire. I've never been into interrupting people, you know, but, so I don't know. Everybody operates their own way. And, but you know what, I'm going to tell you this, just so it doesn't sound like we're big complainers.
Well, no, what's the best part about being a
That's
celebrity?
the itsy-bitsy issue.
Okay,
Otherwise,
what's the best part about being a rich, famous celebrity? What's the best part about it?
the opportunities, the doors that it opens.
Boom.
Can I just say that I'm on Sammy Hagar's plane, going I don't know where, to go do what I don't know what. But the fact that I get the invite and have been, and been a fan, I tell people this all the time. You don't know, from growing up in a little small town in Northern California, being a Sammy Hagar fan, you want to hope that when you meet the man, that the man is the real deal. And that's what I've told everybody about you. You're the real deal. I was a chef with one restaurant, and I met you, and you treated me like I was the lead singer of the Guy Fieri Flavortown band.
Well, that's because you know me and my food, man. I like a chef as much as I like any damn guitar player. Let me tell you something.
I'm just glad you haven't broke into the chef scene, started stealing my thunder.
Guy, can I interest you in like a little Starbucks breakfast sandwich? It's
really,
cold. It's a little cold, but...
You know what? I'm good. I'm going to be good. You go ahead and enjoy that. I brought a little something along. Just something I whipped up this morning. A little mortadella, some salami.
Wait a minute.
Italian peppers. Veggies do so much to the sandwich and to the burger. Not just simple cold cuts, but...
The pepper cheese or whatever.
Yeah, you're getting it. Okay. It'll be all right. We'll be okay.
Never bring a sandwich to a picnic. What is it?
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Never bring a...
Never bring a sandwich on a plane with Guy Fieri.
You're watching Sammy Hagar's Rock and Roll Road Trip, presented by Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida.
Next Sunday, we're going to hang with guitar legends Robbie Krieger of The Doors and the mind-blowing Joe Bonamassa. It's an all-new episode of Rock and Roll Road Trip next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central on Access TV. All right. Guys, so how about if I play you? See, I just finished a new record, and I feel bad that I haven't played it for you yet, but you're busy, I'm busy,
So is this a record by yourself?
Yeah, well, Sammy Hagar and the Circle.
Okay,
Mikey,
Circle, right.
Jason, and Vic. And we did it all ourselves in my studio. It's a concept record. I've been writing for a couple years, trying to find what I want to make the album. Well, I found it. I found it. Like as you're trying to invent a recipe, you're going to try this.
So you're in the sweet spot.
I found it. I've done it. It's finished.
The
album's done, and it's called. It's going to be called Space Between. Sammy Hagar and the Circle. Space Between. It's all the stuff in between that I think about and feel in my life. Well, I finally made a record about how I feel, how you and I feel about money, about greed, about God, about religion, about bad guys, and what the world
Bad
how the world goes
representation.
around.
Right.
So I'll play you one song. I'm not even sure I can sing at 45,000 feet elevation. I'm not even sure
45,000 feet
I
at
can
555
remember this
miles an hour.
song. But let me try. It's just. I'll play an acoustic. It's a song called "Can't Hang." I'll explain it when I get my guitar out. Let's see if this thing's gonna work. Here's a song called "Can't Hang." Let's see if I can do it. And I maybe can't hang with this song. Let's see. So it goes. This game. You heed the warnings, read the sign, and laid your money down. 2 for 1, the 1 for nothing. Watch that jackpot hit the ground. Hit the ground. If you can't hang, you can't hang. Step away from the game. If you can't hang, if you can't hang, get back to where you came from. Take your money and run. At sea level now, just walking around like a free man, and no one gives a fuck. There's no one ever taught you how to play. If you can't hang, step away from the game. If you can't hang, get back to where you came from. Take your money and run.
Got it all going.
Yeah, something like that. That was rough, folks. I gotta tell you, I gotta make a full-blooded apology. Not to you, guy. You understand.
No. So for anybody,
you can't sing at altitude. There's no air in here.
Let me explain something to you. Woo. If I went and made you a great deli sandwich right now, it would taste better because you're doing it in an environment where you wouldn't expect it. And I got to tell you, to be in the moment, to hear it, and the truth of it. And no, that's awesome. I mean, come on.
Well, I just like the line. It's like global warming rising up. The devil's at sea level now.
Yeah.
And he's walking around a free man.
That's deep, man. I dig it.
Yeah, we're on our way. I brought a buddy with me. Yeah. All right.
Valet the plane.
We are on our way to Jerome, Arizona to hang out with Maynard Keenan of Tool and Perfect Circle. Now, Maynard's a pretty private guy, so to get an invite up here is a true honor.
Mount Etna, Sicily, parts of Piemonte, Spain. This is volcanic soil. It's limestone.
I mean, this is growing.
Yeah.
This is tough to grow
and you
in.
can see it. So if you've seen it,
you've
seen it, you recognize it. So on the side of this hill here, this is a no-brainer.
And you have to pick early up here because of the temperature?
No, just we come out early. We come out in March.
Because you've got the weather.
Yeah, so it comes out. So our growing season, as long as we can sneak past the frost, we already have 2 months of growing on our books. So then I've got that growing time.
There's no machinery coming through. This is all hand,
no,
right?
This is all hand farmed. It was all hand terraced.
It's so beautiful.
Hand picked everything. So
look at this place.
Are you the winemaker now?
Yeah. Well, Tim and I share duties. Yeah, I've been making the wines by myself since 2009.
That's awesome.
Started in 2004. with a guy in the valley here at his facility, but built my own, opened the doors. Kind of got going with a small batch in 2009, but fully running.
Quite an endeavor.
What else we got here? You're gonna these are clusters.
Yeah,
so these haven't been picked yet.
No, these are about 2-3 weeks away. These are Nebbiolo. There's a Nebbiolo cluster for you.
Can I break one off and
I will smack you.
Oh.
There.
I want to just taste the grape.
There,
I
you can
really
have a
do.
good. These aren't the best example of the clusters. We have natural shatter here, so that you have some of the flowering doesn't happen because the wind is so heavy here. So you have a natural looseness of the clusters.
Oh, I just didn't know. It looks impressive. I mean, that looks like
it's pretty concentrated.
It's like you got a bottle of wine hanging.
Yeah.
Let's go talk music.
All right.
Well, a little bit. I don't want to bore you.
A little bit.
Hey, the Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here. Listen, who's ready to get back to the beach? Drinking your hand, feet in the sand. It's the second annual High Tide Beach Party and Car Show. KC and the Sunshine Band, the Beach Boys, my good buddy Vince Neil from Motley Crue, Night Ranger, Blue Oyster Cult, Extreme, Steel Panther, Patti Smythe, Scandal. So you come on down to the High Tide Beach Party, Huntington Beach, September 28th and 29th, because I'm throwing the party. Go to hightidebeachparty.com for more information.
Come on in.
Man, what the hell is this thing? You sent me a picture last year. It happened.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I talked about it. I waved my magic wand, and Chef Dirk appeared. Hey, man, do you have any 6-foot pizzas?
Yeah. You have.
You started with a
I'll take a slice. Doesn't that kill you?
Yeah.
I'll take a slice.
I
I got your slice.
So what do you do with this? I mean, do you drive it around town or?
Yeah, we park at various locations. So it's kind of like that, trying to connect the wine with the food experience here. That's going to be the biggest thing that's going to really push the Arizona wine industry ahead, is really connect the cuisine, let the restaurants and retailers understand what the potential is for truly understanding what local means.
And are you growing some of your own produce as well?
Oh yeah, we have 3 greenhouses, some open gardens, and 2 orchards. So we've
Nice.
got a lot of the stuff.
This guy kills me. When I met him,
yeah.
I said, "Wow, this is not anything I expected." Just like this, totally.
He's got
We
farm
also
to
worship
glass
Satan
farm
and
to
kill,
table.
sacrifice goats and stuff
I
too.
know all that's what
Also,
I'm saying. That's why.
listen to Black Sabbath in my underwear. We do that too, but we also grow things.
How long have you had the truck? How long has it been going?
2 months roughly.
I know you're into food. I know you're into wine. I know you dig those things. But you just keep going deeper and deeper. I mean, it's like you want to have restaurants beyond this. You got sort of a restaurant downtown, right?
I think restaurants would be nice, but I just think in terms of a local economy,
Yeah.
they have something that's both a draw as a tourist destination, but also as an export. Right? Our wine is the export, but you coming to want to see the place where the wine is from, and then have the cuisine rise to the level of the actual wines.
Do you want to be mayor here?
No, I do not. No.
You don't?
No.
Have they tried to make
But
it
I'm
here?
not from here. But we want guys like you to be mayors of our cities and our towns, because
That's
somebody
gonna be
thinks
that's
about.
my son. He's going to run for office.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got here besides a good-looking pizza?
That's the food. Sorry, let me jump in.
Damn.
Hear that
So
crust?
that's the fungi.
Get in there.
I'm going to take your word for
Look
it.
at that.
Careful. It's hot.
Where the mushrooms come from?
Well, it is hot.
Mushrooms are coming out of. I got a guy growing
Wow.
in Phoenix, and then
Basil's from our place.
Yeah,
Oh,
basil's
man.
from here.
Oh, man.
Does this one have the eggplant on it?
No, I'll do that next. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
a
Right?
mushroomy mushroom. That
Yeah,
tastes like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm not bullshitting. It has that aftertaste of the psychedelic mushrooms. You know when you make tea
I don't know
and
what you're talking
then
about.
you eat them later.
I
I know
have no
you.
idea.
I know you would have no idea, but that's why I'm warning
Talking
you.
about-
I'm telling
So,
you guys
so if
this.
you have that taste, run, is what you're saying.
Well, I'm getting worried already.
Yeah.
We got 45 minutes.
You notice we're not eating it.
Goddamn church found me guilty of public intoxication, public urination, and a role violation. But the CSI.
All right, Maynard, enough with the food and wine. Let's get down and chat.
Sweet Jesus, don't let the church release me. One of Caesar's army or a Dracula.
No matter what music you do, the thing that impresses me most as a singer or lyricist, is that you have a phrasing ability that is genius. I don't know if you're a mathematician or it just comes natural or because it's the music you're writing to, but every time I listen to your phrasing, I'm sitting there going, listen to this guy. It's like you get words that work rhythmically and they're so oddball and you're saying something important, usually. And we all are, so we try to. And then it's already in a strange time. It's already in 6/8 or something, or 6/7/9 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like, is that a struggle for you or does it just come natural to, how in the hell do you do it?
Well, I remember running cross country in high school. And everybody has their own breathing rhythms, right? It's just supposed to be in, out, right? Mm-hmm. But I found myself running for the 4 years of high school. I actually had odd rhythms. It wasn't just in, out, in rhythm. I was actually running to the steps. So if you're going over hills or down hills or in chuck holes or whatever, I was running, and my breath would follow those rhythms, which is weird.
It's really weird.
But, then I would have like remix tapes of like, some of my favorite songs.
What were you listening to growing up?
AC/DC and a little.
It was a Tool because there wasn't no shit like that out there.
No, but odd time signature stuff. There's some Joni Mitchell stuff that's crazy. Time signatures.
She's brilliant with playing and singing too. Her rhythm and her lyrical.
Yeah, she's singing on the up, she's singing on the down. Yeah. So, and that was kind of like the running. You were kind of following some of that. Some of the Pink Floyd stuff, some King Crimson. There you go. So that a lot of those rhythms, I think. So I just naturally I write to things that are. It's easier for me to write the things that are outside of 4/4.
You just have a vision and everything seems to be art. You seem to want to elevate things. You seem to want to do things on a really high level. Have you always been like that? Like, were you an artist in school? Did you go to art school or did you
I went to art school, but I was also in the military, so...
You were in the military?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah. What?
I was in the Army. I was 3 years active, 3 years inactive. Surveyor. We would go out ahead of the artillery batteries and put in grid coordinates for the batteries to pull in on.
Wow.
.org.
7 Central, right here on Access TV. I always wanted to do a record with The Circle from the day we played our first show. Extremely high level of musicianship and their super chemistry.
Be sure to check out the long-awaited first album from Sammy Hagar and The Circle, Space Between. And experience The Circle live. Tickets are on sale now. Go to redrocker.com for tour dates and more info.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You're such a unique performer. Do you feel like that you have to express yourself different in different bands, or do you feel like you're just always going to be on some artistic, I mean, do you try to blow people's minds, or do you just come up with ideas?
No, I think a lot of it comes, again, it's all like, Jack Nicholson playing a part. Like when you put the makeup on, you become the part. You have to have the skills to back it up, but part of it is the presentation and putting on the character to become the character.
Do you really enjoy performing live? I mean, more than the creative process of writing, or is it?
I enjoy all of them. Again, it's puzzles, and every night different. You think it's just going to be the same show every night. You know better than that. It's not. You're in a different place. You're a different person. You eat a different meal, different elevations. So each night is a different puzzle that you're having to solve. How to get yourself be on that mark when the gun goes off to run, right? So you have to be ready to run, and that's a challenge every night. Of course, that challenge is much different than having the time or luxury to sit in your writing space and kind of take the time, force yourself, don't force yourself, whatever it is that you do to get past that first verse. That
friggin' mathematician, I'm telling you, like some kind of a Da Vinci or some shit.
Yeah? I don't know about that. Go on, though.
Well, I have a silly little thing that I do here called This or That. Now, okay, so Maynard, this or that. You're not allowed to wishy-wash on me, which an Aries wouldn't do that anyway, probably. Brunello or Barolo?
Barolo.
Barolo or Bordeaux?
Barolo.
I thought so. Tool or a perfect circle?
Yes.
I'm gonna let you go on that one. God or the devil?
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, both of them, huh?
Well, the problem is they're the same. They're the same thing.
They're working together.
Working together, yeah.
Well, the devil's at sea level now, you know that.
Yeah.
It's global warming. Music or wine?
Again, I don't think you can separate them.
You're acting like a Pisces. Look at you.
Yeah, well.
Who's your hero? Is there someone that you would just wish you would have met and got to spend, like I got to spend with you a couple hours? And
Joni Mitchell, I think, just because the way her wiring is a little off. She's one of those people who doesn't really get credit for it, but back when people were, playing other people's compositions or had producers or engineers recording their music, she was a person who was writing, engineering, recording.
Painting your own album covers?
Yes, painting her own album covers, doing all of her own writing and performing. If you go back and look at some of those older videos where it just looks like some hippie chick with her guitar on some talk show.
Going
And she's
like
like,
this?
is that in 11? Like, she's playing all over the place. The time signatures are goofy.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm a big Joni Mitchell fan.
Yeah.
If she was sitting right here, Maynard, she's sitting right here right now, what would you say to her? What would you, just ask her a question.
Would you like some wine, white or red or rosé?
She would take white wine and some apples and cheeses.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend.
Sir, thank you
Really
so
a
much.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
I still don't know you, though.
Okay.
Might have to do part 2 with this guy.
It's all right.
Wait a minute, what do we really do for a living again? We are singers. I think. Maynard, cheers. Here's to another rock and roll road trip, baby. Maynard Keenan in the house. Uncle Sammy wants you for an all-new season of Rock and Roll Road Trip on Access TV. Woo! Season 4. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
I may be prettier than you, but you got a way better voice.
I'll drink to that. Deb, I have a surprise